Nay Sanluin is a Rohingya activist and blogger. He joins us now from Frankfurt in Germany for more on this. Nay Sanluin, thank you very much for joining us. So just lay out for us, if you can, if we can understand why there is now this delay in people returning home.
According to the statement from the Bangladesh, today it is available on the international media that they still need to compile the list and verify the list. So it is good they postponed the repatriation because nobody wants to go back. The situation inside Myanmar also it is still remain unchanged, and also the Burmese government is not ready to fulfill the demand of the Rohingya survivor and the refugee in Bangladesh, because at the reception center they are going to give them the national verification card, which is refusing by the majority of the Rohingya since 2015. And also they have revealed the plan of the temporary camp, which they call the temporary camp, but this will be the concentration camp for the Rohingya, because since 2012 June there are 150,000 Rohingya are driven out to the refugee camps in Sittwe. They are in the camps, this concentration camp, for more than 5.5 years now. So they have no plan to settle them back in their original place. So the same thing will happen to this returning from the Bangladesh. That is the reason the people are refusing to go back, and also the Bangladesh government should revise their bilateral agreement with the Myanmar government. It should be multilateral government, and the United Nations must be involved in this agreement. Then they can observe the repatriation process, and also they can make sure the demand by the Rohingya survivor and the refugee are fulfilled by the Myanmar government.
I'm glad you mentioned the United Nations, Nay Sanluin, because it seems to me like they have a role to play here. If the Rohingya are being sent back to a place where their villages have been razed to the ground, there's nothing for them to go back to. They're living in a place in Bangladesh where they're in terrible circumstance in refugee camps. Who is standing up for them and making sure that these people, who are stateless essentially, have somewhere safe to live?
Actually, we are not stateless. Arakan state now, as Rakhine state, this is our home, this is our land. We have the historical evidence that we belong to the Arakan state. Nobody can deny that. We are made stateless. That is why we should not be called stateless. The world need to pressure the Burmese government to restore our right. We were once recognized as the official ethnic group. We had the citizenship right. We were like, the other Burmese Buddhists in the country. But since 1982, they strip off our citizenship and our right. And also, if you compare the concentration camp in Myanmar, the current camp in Bangladesh will be much better for the Rohingya now, because, they are not persecuted by any authority. Once they go back to Myanmar, they stay in this concentration camp, they will be persecuted by the Burmese authority, and they will have to depend the same ration from the NGO and the World Food Program or the ICRC. So, the same thing will happen, but, here nobody persecuted them. That is the advantage. Better they live in the camp in Bangladesh now. When the Burmese government can restore their citizenship and can rebuild their houses, malls and the school, everything in the original villages, then they can go back.
Okay, we wait and see if that's going to happen. Nay Sanluin, always good to speak to you. Thanks for joining us.